Hi ladies, it's Karen, and I have a mini album to share with you. Um, it's a black and white or black and cream mini album, and I know it's been a long time since I've done a mini album, and to be honest with you, it was hard to start it because my mind was blank. But at any rate, I used the paper from Making Memories, the Paper Reverie Noir papers that you could pick up at Scrapbuck. This was $7 at Scrapbuck, and they sell this very same pad at Hobby Lobby for $20. Unbelievable. Anyway, you get 4 sheets of each, and there's 12 different styles, so it's a really excellent deal. So I was glad I had this, and I also used a lot of the dollar spot embellishments that I've picked up at Joann's along the way, and some of these cardstock stickers from the Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby. These are sticker banners, and they're borders, and they're really, really cute. You see they got the music one here, and another music one, houndstooth. Just really sweet borders, and also this from the Paper Studio, this sticker sheet of sentiments, which you could see I used up pretty much. And these are also from Joann's, the dollar spot, and I pretty much used these up as well. They're kind of like puffy stickers, but that's what I used inside this mini album. I tied a bunch of fun laces and seam bindings and ribbons that would go along with the black and white or black and cream, and I added some Joann's trim here. Joann's trim here. These beautiful big black flowers are from Sawcrafters, and these other flowers here are from Stephanie, from the rack I received from her. Thank you so much, Stephanie. And she's Vintage Paper Girl on YouTube. I added some small little black flowers from Cassie's Art Fire store, Flipicano 2, and some black halfback pearls that I received in a rack from Cassie. And here's a couple of those puffy stickers, the birds here and up here. Loving life is a sentiment that I got from this sticker sheet. It's by Creative Imaginations, and it's called Narratives. And I think that's about it. Some Recollections bling, and some of this bling trim from Cassie's Art Fire store. And this big cabochon I picked up at the expo. For my enclosure, I just tied it with this houndstooth ribbon that I had in my stash. So this is going to go to a friend of mine here on YouTube, so I hope she likes it. So for the inside, let's see. For the inside cover, there are a couple of tags here. This is a black policy envelope that I just folded up. I trimmed off the top and I folded it up so that it made 3 pockets. And this is from a Fisker's Punch and some Recollections halfback pearls and a Martha Stewart butterfly and a butterfly from the expo. And this is one of those dollar spot from Joann's embellishments. It says, "Joy is a flower that blooms when you do." Or, yeah. And inside there is a nice photo mat. And I used different random stamps in this mini album, and this one was the teapot from Michael's. I thought it was really sweet, so she could do some journaling there. And then I made these 2 tags using my doily Sizzix die, and I just cut it in half, see? And on the back I sprayed with the Tattered Angels sand colored glimmer mist, and then used my StazOn ink to stamp the image there. So those she could use for photos or journaling. This is a journaling spot that goes with the collection, with the Paper Reverie collection. And I used some of this blingy trim from Cassie's Art Fire store. One of the epoxy birds and another dollar spot embellishment sentiment. It says, "Happiness is made to be shared." And these two flowers here are actually part of a long trim that I had picked up at Hobby Lobby. So I thought that was cool. And the next page is this, a nice large photo mat. She could put a photo and a couple of tags using the paper from the collection. And I stamped a heart locket and a key here. And the sentiment says "Live," and that's from that sticker sheet I showed you from Hobby Lobby. I added this postcard stamp piece specifically so she could use it for journaling, and if she wanted to, maybe a small photo. But I thought it was cool. I sprayed it with the Tattered Angels sand glimmer mist. So that's the same on both sides. This is a paper bag page that Lydia inspired with her recent paper bag challenge. I thought it would be really cool to include one in this mini album. So the sentiment here says, "Eyes are the windows to the soul." And this is a bow bunny, piece of a bow bunny trim with another butterfly from the expo. Some trim from Joann's and flatback pearls from Cassie's Art Fire store. I'm really sorry I'm off camera there. And some trim from Cassie's Art Fire store. The tags here, I used some of the border stickers that I showed you here, and this sentiment stamp about friends and a Martha Stewart butterfly. And then on the back of it, I used the couch stamp from Michael's. And then this one I used the same type of border stickers, and I just layered it with some music paper that Lydia had given me. Added a Martha Stewart butterfly and Recollections bling, and on the back of this one I added the typewriter. So as you can see, the stamps that I used are kind of random, but I thought they were cool. And she could put a nice picture there, and of course it's a paper bag, so she could put more photos or stuff from her kids or whatever in the pocket. On this page, I used, this is like a zebra print paper, so I used my little zebra pieces, epoxy type pieces, in the middle of the flowers here that I picked up at the expo. This is a doily that I received from Debbie, Debbie Stip on YouTube. The sentiment here says, "Simple pleasures are priceless treasures," and that is also from the dollar spot at Joann's. And the flower there is a Recollections flower. For this page, I used this trim. Both of these trims here are from Hobby Lobby. I just layered them, and a sticker from the sheet that I showed you, and one of the chipboard birds from Joann's. This is a bloomer from Saw Crafters, and I just laid it on a piece of I punched some of the music paper that Lydia had given me and just put the bloomer on top of it. And it's a pocket, so there's a couple of more spots for little pictures or journaling. And I just used those stamps there. And then this also opens to add more photos. So I thought that would be cute. And then the next page, a couple of spots for some, wallet-sized pictures here. A photo will fit behind this string. See? Another bloomer from Saw Crafters and some more of that trim. and this little piece of lace that I had in my stash, and another piece that I cut from my Sizzix die here, and some Recollections bling. Really quite simple, you know. I added one of the vellum envelopes that I picked up from Joann's when they had the half-off clearance sale last week. I picked up a pack of these, and I just had to trim like maybe a ½ inch off of it. I made these hole reinforcers by using a small flower punch in this sticker. See here? And then I just used my hole punch and punched a hole in the middle of those. And I made my own, you know, paper reinforcers here for the vellum. This sentiment is from the sticker sheet I showed you, with another chipboard bird, and I put a couple of spots for a couple of photo mats in here that you could add some photos. Paper from the collection, obviously. And this will stay closed behind the bird's wing there. So I thought that was fun. And on the back side of it, I used another sentiment. It says the snapshots of our lives, and added another one of those puffy type birds. This is another paper bag, and I used a sentiment from the sticker sheet I showed you with some halfback pearls. This is some trim that I believe I received from Suha Fuha, and some blingy trim that I received from Cassie's Art Fire store. I did a couple more tags, and these flowers here is actually part of a trim that I picked up from Created by Martha, I believe is the Etsy store. I'll put it in the description box. But it's just a trim of a bunch of these flowers, and it's very, very cool. So, and she sells like 2 or 3 yards of it, so you get gobs of those flowers. So I just layered it with these other flowers from the other trim. And on the back one of this one, I used this stamp. I used my Stays On ink. And these tags I picked up at Joann's when they had the half-off clearance. I picked them up for 50 cents, a whole pack of them, which was a great deal. So, and there's another, obviously another spot for a good photo there. And then on the back side of it, on the back side of it is another photo mat. I used my Recollections punch, border punch, to put this design in here with the Recollections bling. This is a piece of a bloomer trim that I received from Saw Crafters, and this is inside is a antique button. I cut the shank off of it. And this is baker's twine that I didn't realize I had in my stash, so yay. And the picture obviously could fit behind there. And the sentiment, I raised it up on Pop Dots. It says laugh. For this page, I used a transparency that I had in my stash, one that I had gotten from Tuesday morning. And I used some of the border sticker here, and another doily from the Sizzix with the music paper from Lydia. And the back of these is the birdhouse and the lady's shoe, quite random. But I thought the stamps were cool. Can you hear it starting to thunder out? This is the black lace and bling from Recollections, and it's all one piece adhesive. This is another part of the Bow Buddy trim with a little piece of black lace from my stash. And so I like how that came out as well. And, excuse me. For this page, I made another pocket page. I used another piece of that trim and another piece of the sticker banner type piece from Hobby Lobby. This is another sentiment from Joann's Dollar Spot, and it says, "Listen to what your heart is saying," and I love that sentiment. Another piece I put up on Pop Dots from the sticker sheet, and another piece of that flower trim, and a couple more tags, a telephone, and a clock. Again, quite random. I thought, this would be good for everyday memories, so I just put, everyday objects in here. Another bloomer from Saw Crafters with a couple pieces of that Hobby Lobby lace underneath. And for the inside back cover is some of this black flowered trim that I believe I got it from Carla's Etsy. And this is the Recollections adhesive ribbon and a Prima flower here with a piece of lace behind and a piece of lace up there with a Martha Stewart butterfly. So I thought that came out really sweet. So I'm hoping she will enjoy this mini album and put pictures of her family in here and her children.